Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to tell you about an amazing discovery, how our intestines heal after serious injury by actually making their cells act like baby cells again. And it all centers around a molecule called TGFB1. Imagine your intestines are like a busy city with millions of workers, cells, keeping everything running smoothly. But sometimes a disaster strikes, like radiation or terrible infection, and most of the workers are wiped out. At that moment, you might think the city would collapse. But our bodies have a secret trick. Instead of just trying to patch things up with damaged adult cells, the intestines reprogram themselves, reprogram surviving cells to behave like baby fetal cells, the kind we have when we're developing before birth. These fetal cells are flexible, fast growing, and perfect for rebuilding tissue. How does this happen? After injury, immune cells, like emergency teams, rush into the damaged intestine and release TGFB1, a special signal. When the remaining cells hear this signal, they change. They let go of their adult jobs and switch back into a more primitive regenerative state. Now, the graphs that are shown throughout this paper are a little dense, so I'm only going to show one, and this is what is called a heat graph or a heat map. And one graph we have that shows the TGFB1 level skyrocketed 2 to 3 days after the injury, just when healing needed to start. Another figure used a special kind of cell map called UMAP, which showed which cells were producing TGFB1. And they found it was mainly monocytes and macrophages, which are a specific type of cell. They're all immune cells. They also showed a heat map, which is what I'm showing now, which is just a colorful array where we can clearly see that the genes linked to fetal-like regeneration were turned way up after TGFB1 was released. They even used another graph that measured the success of healing when they blocked TGFB1 using special antibodies. The number of new regenerative cells dropped dramatically. And when they added extra TGFB1, they saw way more healing, with cells regaining their ability to grow and divide. Now, what does this all mean? These graphs and experiments show that TGFB1 isn't just involved in healing, it's absolutely necessary for it. Without TGFB1, the intestines can't properly rebuild. With TGFB1, the cells go back in time, back to the future, back in time, become more baby-like and are able to regenerate the tissue fast and better. That's why TGFB1 is so exciting, and scientists cannot wait to do further research with this because it has so many positive applications for patients with gut injuries, and they're so excited to see them heal more quickly, even using transplants that are lab grown. In short, the intestines don't just repair themselves, they rewind time thanks to TGFB1. Thank you for listening. Let me know if you have any questions.